All right, hey, welcome you guys. I wanted to take you on a quick demo walkthrough of the new Rapid Reference app. A few of you have asked about this, so I wanted to do a quick run through of what all is included in this app. So the first place it's going to take us is to the welcome screen. Here you can log in or sign up. You do have the ability to log in with Apple or Google, or just type in your password. As well as if you do purchase the pre-launch deal, down at the bottom you're going to see already purchased, which you can go through, and that's how you're going to claim your account there. But let's go ahead and log in here, and this is going to take you guys to the central homepage or the hub of this app, and this is where you can access all of the different parts of the app right from this point here. So here you can access all the different parts of the app, which I'm going to do a quick walk through each of them here, but the first one I'm going to show you is actually going to be the settings down in the bottom right. Here, this is where you can change all sorts of things within the app here. One thing I did want to point out is the how it works section here. If you go to that, this has all the different features of the app. You can tap into one and it'll walk you through all the different things and how to use that part of the app there. Now, in addition to that, like I said, there's different things you can adjust in here with your account as well as the appearance of the app. So you can switch between light and dark mode, have it in auto if you want. You can turn on the double tap to switch theme. So I'm going to do that and switch to dark because I do prefer that. And then you also have the reader text size, and this is going to be for the clinical content that I'm going to show you here in just a minute. So this changes the text size for that as well. Now on this home hub, you do have a set of 8 quick action icons up at the top that will take you to different parts of the app, as well as you have these feature cards at the bottom, which this is scrollable. So as I add more stuff, those will be on there. And then you can also navigate with the tab bar down at the bottom. So the very first thing that I want to show you is the green quick lookup here in the bottom right. This actually consists of over 200 labs, more than 500 abbreviations, and 66 different terms that you can search in here. So for the lab values, you've got a whole bunch of stuff here. You can tap and expand any one of these. It's going to give you more information. You can filter by these panels up at the top here. So if you want to look at your CMP labs or your CBC labs or what's on an ABG, and again, you can open up any of these. It's got all the information here that you would want to know about that lab. Abbreviations, pretty simple, just a lot of common abbreviations you'll come across, as well as terminology. This is a big list of different pieces of terminology, and it does have links to other related terms that are in here. So here is, for instance, paresis, and below that you can see plesia, so you can tap that and it'll take you right to that there as well. All right, so now let's take a look at medications, which you can get to from the green quick action here. And here we have 129 different medications across 20 different classes. So here you can see the different classes. You can look at, let's say, all of your antibiotics or the different hypertensives that we have, the antihypertensives. We've got our IV fluids, or sometimes everybody's favorite down at the bottom are vasopressors. So let's take a look at one of these here, norepinephrine. This is first going to take you to this drug card. You've got different warnings, which you can collapse, concentrations, dosings, and the indications that you'd use it for, administration, mechanism of action, clinical pearls. Lots of good information right here. But if you ever want a deep dive and more information on any particular medication, you can hit that tab. And here you have a ton of information just on our norepinephrine. And this exists for every single one of these medications that you see here. All right, next is going to be one of my favorite parts of this app, and that is going to be our clinical tools. So you can get to that from the orange feature card here, as well as in the quick actions, you've got scoring and calculators. But if we tap into clinical tools, you can see those calculators and scoring systems, as well as our recently used ones across the bottom. So let's take a look at our calculators here. So here there are actually 65 different calculators that are split up amongst these categories. So you can see burns and trauma, cardiac and hemodynamics. Here's drug dosing, hematology, nutrition, all sorts of stuff in here. And for any one of these, let's take a look at anion gap calculator. You open it up, you can see the calculation. You can plug in your values here. It'll tell you what your anion gap is in this case, or if you want, you can go into the information tab and it's going to have a lot of information on this calculation, what it all means. Again, a great place to learn more information about it. Now, if we go back, we have the same thing for our scoring systems. They are set up the same way. They're categorized here. Let's see, let's take a look at GCS. So here you're going to have your score and its components up at the top. You can go through and put in your values. Let's say they're intubated, so we can see it gives us a 1 and the T modifier, and then withdrawals to pain. So our total GCS of 8T, which we can reset that if we want to. And just like with the calculators, we also have a deep dive for you to learn more information about this if you want. All right, so next is going to be the meat and potatoes of this app. This is going to be our clinical content, our clinical system. So if we tap either the clinical quick action button, the feature card, or the heart circle down at the bottom, that'll take us to our essentials and we can go right into clinical systems. But here you can see that we have 18 clinical areas. So we open that up. These 18 clinical areas are divided up a little bit. So we have our body system ones, we have our specialized critical care, so like trauma and OB, as well as our advanced monitoring devices. So this is going to be our renal replacement therapy, MCS, all that stuff is going to be included here. And any one of these you can go right into. This is going to give you a list of topics within that particular chapter. And then for any of these topics that you see, so let's take a look at chest trauma, you're going to get a summary, which you can close, of that topic, and then the full list of subtopics that are talked about, as well as the references that were used for this here. And any one of these subtopics you can just open right up. So let's say we have aortic injury. Again, you're going to get a summary of that subtopic and then a ton of information about, in this case, the aortic injury when we're talking about chest trauma. So any one of these, so we can go into respiratory, and let's look at ARDS, and let's go down and prone. And again, you've got a ton of information on prone here. Now, one of the really nice things, so let me find a good example. So let's go to renal replacement therapy, CRT, and let's look at our anticoagulation. So again, here's our summary. You can see if we scroll through, we've got a ton of information on here. Now, as you're scrolling through here, you are going to see some things. So you're going to see some underlined stuff like CRT here. If you tap that, it's going to give you the definition and the abbreviation that comes out of our abbreviations that we have in the app. If you scroll down here in red, ionized calcium, this is a lab value. So you tap that, it'll give you some information, or you can look at it directly in our quick lookup that I showed you. Or if you scroll down and look for the yellow, these are going to be medications. So calcium chloride, tap that. You can open right up into our drug card and deep dive to learn more, and then go right back into the content that you were just looking at. Up at the top, you have the ability to bookmark it, as well as make adjustments to the text size. And this is that slider that I was showing you about before here. This is what this adjusts. This is a lot of information that's going to show up in each of these subtopics. But for every single one of these subtopics, if you just need a quick down and dirty summary, that is what the rapid reference is for. So you can hit that up at the top here. And this is going to take all the information within that subtopic and summarize it and make it easily digestible. So if you want to just look up something real quick or get a quick refresher, that's what this is going to be for. And if you go right back into the full content, then this is where, if you want to learn more and get more information, that's there. So again, there's a rapid reference for every single one of these subtopics. And there are a lot of them. So like I said, there's 18 chapters, there's 120 something topics, and I want to say around 1,600 of these subtopics. So there was a lot of content inside this app for you guys. All right, and the last thing that I want to show you, which is probably my favorite part of this app, is actually going to be the emergency protocol. So we can hit the emergency here, and this is going to show you the 32 interactive protocols and algorithms that are divided up into 6 categories. So you've got your ACLS, airway and respiratory, shock and circulatory, hemorrhage transfusion, toxicology, and different procedures. So here, let's look at our VFib and pulseless VTAC. It's going to start off with an overview of the entire protocol, which you can then pinch to zoom. You can walk your way and look at the different parts of it. You can open these up. It's going to give you information. You can tap these to get some more information as well. Here's decisions where you can tap them. It'll take you to the next point that you need to go to. So you can, let's say we're going to ROSC. It'll bring you to that part. You can actually go into the post-cardiac arrest care algorithm. It's going to take you right to that. Or you can go, if it brings you to asystole PEA algorithm, it'll take you right into that algorithm as well. But probably the best part that I love about this is that in the top right, you'll notice there's a play button, as well as if you go back to the menu, each one of these has a play button. This is a step-by-step walkthrough of that protocol or algorithm. So if we click into this one, here's our cardiac arrest call a code information. You can tap, here's the initial team actions. Again, you can open up every single one of these to get more information, as well as you do have these cards on the right for reviewing your H's and T's, your code team, which these are also available on the big overview map. You can just continue right through, walking through every step here. We also have a medication that's listed, so we can tap into epinephrine, go right into this drug card or deep dive, right back into the protocol. Again, if you've got ROSC, you can go into that post-cardiac arrest algorithm right from here, or come right back to it and step back to where you were. Let's continue through. I want to show you one more quick example of here is, you notice the yellow note on the right, so this will give you more information on certain things. So these will pop up and you can review those, as well as you can see different medications listed. So now we can look at amiodarone. And every single one of these protocols is all set up this way. So you can either review the overall protocol or do the walkthrough. So here's our failed airway. So you can review this one. You can also go into any particular step, and there's a play button, and you can just jump right into the walkthrough from that point forward. All right, and that is the demo of the Rapid Reference app. There's a ton of stuff in here. I wanted to show you guys what all was included with this, as well as how quick and easy and responsive this app is to get around. So I spent a lot of time and a lot of energy in trying to think, how can I easily surface this information and make it easily accessible for you? I'm extremely happy with how this app has come out. I really think you guys will love it, and I wanted to show it to you guys and let you see it. And this app is currently both with Google and Apple, just awaiting their final review before it is officially submitted to the app stores. So up until that point, we are doing the pre-launch sale. So if you want your opportunity to get in on a great deal, now's the chance to get it, because once that's done and the apps are officially approved and on the App Store, that is going to be going away. So I hope you guys enjoyed the demo. I hope you guys love the app, and I can't wait to hear from you guys on it.